officially live with Heliana's Guide to Monster Hunting, Delicious and Deadly Heliana's Guide to Monster Hunting Session 10. Last we left, the party just defeated the Tanglepine Terror, a mimic that took over the guise of an entire tavern. It hunted the forest, but our hunters hunted it instead, and were able to defeat it with the help of one Dr. Stein, the creator of our very own Seidel. He gave them a business card and said, if you're ever in the area, come find me. And then he left. You guys, our party, were able to loot some remains of the creature, even finding a... That's not the music I want playing, because we're not in combat anymore. Even finding the a little key that allowed Baka Sanders to shrink down their cart and to a bit more carrying size. And that's now where we find the party. You guys have shrunk down the cart, and you have the lay of the land.
Well then, that was a very, very interesting day.
Seidel is just watching where he last saw the mysterious Dr. Stein, and he's writing in his journal.
So Seidel, that was your father?
Yes, that is my father. I'm positive he's the one that I have from my memories. And apparently, I have a brother. Had a brother. Which is I don't have no memories of the tavern, but I have his teeth.
And I will shake them.
Thinks you look like your mother.
You know my mother?
Look, I just think that it stands to reason. Because... Were you born in an egg?
I was born in the library.
Question. That sounds scandalous, to say the least.
Well, I use the word born loosely. More like I was created. I was spawned in the library.
Even more scandalous, I know. I see your father. Very, very interesting man. Anyway, we have his card.
Baka was born in a nest. From an egg.
Oh, heck yeah. I was born on a bed. As I feel most people are, actually. I'm very, very surprised you two weren't. Maybe not you, Bach. Or maybe not you either, Saito. Maybe this is normal.
Well, I know some creatures are born in water.
True enough. Okay, maybe I'm the weird one.
Bed is a very weird place to be born. Baka thinks a bed is where you sleep.
Oh, maybe you're right.
We are all different species. Perhaps you were... What are you again, Taurus? I know you're an epic hero. What are you called? I forgot.
I'm a golem.
So golems?
Golem.
So golems are born on beds. Idels are born in libraries.
Maybe
chickens are born in nests. I need to ask Ranger Truffle when I see him next.
Oh my Oh my gosh. Okay.
I'm going to be very careful next time I go to sleep in a bed. I need to check for little baby Tauruses.
That, that might be a good idea, Saito. Make sure to do that every time you go to sleep now.
Oh, I must.
It's a
And
very
same-
big risk. I'm surprised you've lived so long without encountering one.
I definitely don't see nests as often, but I shall do the same thing for nests.
And I'll do the same for libraries.
In our line of work, we cannot be too careful, and some little baby
Absolutely.
might need assistance.
Absolutely. Anyways, enough baby talk. Should we go back to the tavern? Maybe we can find Ranger Truffle.
Yes, I think we all have some of that magic juice, and with the wagon now the size of a chicken wagon, we are in good business, except these teeth, I don't know what to do with. I kind of want to keep one as a souvenir for my brother.
I'm sorry, did you say you had your brother's teeth? Did I hear that correctly?
Well, we harvested him.
Wait,
You helped me, Taurus. We took out all the teeth, and then
that was your brother.
Yeah, for all purposes right now, this tavern here before you has started to dissolve and is almost like no longer there. It's just like purple goop that has dissolved after harvesting.
I'm sorry that slipped my mind for a second there. I forgot your brother was actually a building.
Do you want to give me an
Wait.
Arcana, Taurus?
I thought he was like your uncle.
I'm
Damn.
was he my uncle? I don't remember.
and-
I remember.
An 18 Taurus. So yes, the creature was said to be it was said to be Dr. Stein's brother.
Oh, right.
Ah,
Uncle. My uncle.
And with
Uncle.
with an 18, I will bring the image of the creature again. This is what you saw during the fight.
Now Darkoff feels bad.
That was
Uh,
that was the creature you saw. This was the membrane. The brother of Dr. Stein with your 18, you can assume, was the membrane, the living like nervous system of the tavern. He was the entirety of the tavern, but he was a central being rather than the building itself. He essentially, you can gather he assimilated into the tavern. He was still a singular being. The tavern was an extension of him. So Seidel's uncle was
It kinda
not a
looks
building. It was an individual who took over a building, quote unquote.
It was
No,
a mimic man.
Definitely a building. But Kyle will think of these coins as your brother's eggs.
No, now I'd rather have one for a souvenir.
Uncle, did you want your uncle's egg coins?
If you have spares, I would keep the teeth, or a tooth and egg together. Coin, whatever.
Coin. It's fried. Are you okay with that?
Oh, I might be tempted to eat it.
It was just a little toasted.
would you be comfortable eating your nephew?
That's just
No,
a little
your
weird, I
cousin.
suppose.
Your
No,
cousin.
no. Cousin. It doesn't count if it's not fertilized.
Is that how it works? I assume.
Yes.
I suppose
Yes.
you'd be the expert.
There has never been a more D&D conversation than talking about eating your uncle's eggs. Who was
What was the
who was a mimic.
what was the uncle's name? I forgot. I don't have my notes up.
I don't know if we got a name. I feel like
I've
he
been
just said,
cracking up this whole time.
I think Dr. Stein just said brother.
Well, maybe it's just in my lost memories, but I seem to recall something.
Do you want to roll me a history with advantage?
Ah, yes, I love rolling dice. One moment.
I feel there must have been a famous event somewhere in.
23. So you do recall in your memory the name of Dr. Stein's brother being John Joe Starr.
John.
Of course.
Uncle
Of
John Joe Star.
course.
John Joe
Uncle
Starr
JJ Starr.
Stein. JJ Stein.
Oh yeah.
Well, JJ, I shall wear you with good memories.
You should carve his initials in there.
Into the egg?
No, the teeth.
The tooth.
The teeth.
I'm
Gotcha.
just gonna keep.
Okay.
I'm just going to keep one tooth for our souvenir.
Maybe we should fertilize the egg.
How do you suppose we do that?
How do you suppose you're born in a library? Maybe we could use the same technique.
Well, I guess we shall have to go to my father's tower and
It does.
him just teach us.
But Ka says it doesn't work once they're toasted.
Oh. You know, you should start a business on egg classes. I feel like you're quite an expert on this.
Born
You
from
know-
an egg, teach about eggs, eat eggs, cook eggs.
You
I
know,
mean, you know everything about it.
there's a famous event about. Ka knows from. There's a famous event that happened where there were king's men that gathered together, all together, and they had a big egg fry because they couldn't put an egg together, so they just ate it. Have you heard of this? It's
I
the great
haven't.
Is it-
incident of Humpty
Is it
Dumpty.
Saint
Oh,
Saint
gosh.
Humpty Dumpty?
So I just wanna make a note. You guys are having this conversation in the middle of the night next to a dissolving pile of purple goop.
It's our campfire stories.
Yeah.
Wait, tell me
Yes.
about this Saint
Are you
Humphrey
guys?
Dumpty.
I mean, if you guys want to set up camp here while you're talking, you're more than welcome to do so and go for a long rest.
Why don't we start heading back to the portal and as we continue our stories?
Well, we just need to have the tiny wagon drink, and then our tiny wagon says on the back of it's not the side that says the Circus Freaks. It's the other one. What was it? Let me see.
We have
It says
things.
tavern on the back. All we have to do is like
Oh.
step into the wagon while we drink.
Perfect.
Mhm.
Into the wagon.
You have to go through the
Nice.
tavern door, and the door in the back of the wagon says tavern. So. But so we better make it
Of
full
course.
size, otherwise. Actually,
How
we
did I not
could
remember
probably
that?
fit. We could probably fit to the chicken-sized wagon.
Can we? I'm not
We
Okay.
just
sure.
have to
I
step
will-
through the threshold.
I will remind. Let me find the item here. One moment, as I scroll to find. Using an action to spin it while it's key sized does return it to its normal size.
I see. Why? Hold on.
I think it's
why
a
do
bit
you-
too small.
Why do you want to pull the cart when we can't use the cart? Because we can't ride it when it's small.
No, but we can carry it. I don't want to have to pay the bull at the tavern again. I feel like as I get more experienced, I have a bit of understanding about coin and how valuable it is versus not. And I think we paid him too much to pull the wagon for us.
That's a good point. Well, let's go back to the tower. We can talk about the Humphrey Dumpty story on the way. Saint Humphrey Dumpty. No disrespect.
Saint Humpty Dumpty, but yes.
Humpty Dumpty. My bad.
Yes.
And his great fortress.
No, he had a
The
great
wall?
wall.
King-
A
did
wall
the
of Humpty
king
Dumpty.
murder him? Is that what you
No.
said?
He fell.
He fell, and the
Yes.
king ate him.
You
The
know
king's
how
cannibal.
Drew and quartered him.
You know when you cook a toast and egg, it doesn't make anymore. Once the egg falls and goes everywhere, it also doesn't make anymore.
What?
Well, it can't be.
So, are you
It
guys
can't be put
are you
together.
guys increasing the size of the wagon and drinking your drinks to go back to?
I think that's the plan. Yeah.
I'm leading about the king or eating someone. That's what I'm learning about.
In the process of discussing Saint Humperdinck or whatever, we can increase the wagon size and drink our potions and go through.
Okay, you drink your Saint Humperdinck. I like that it keeps changing.
Humperdinck.
As you guys sit on the tavern or sit on your cart, drink your potions, you can find yourselves back at the tavern, the ethereal loot tavern. I will move you all in but a moment as you step
How many
through the
uses is a
portal.
bottle of the port ale?
I'll say a full bottle is enough for, let's say, 2 uses.
Okay, so I've got half one more use on my bottle.
You find yourselves back at the Loot Tavern.
Aha. Oh, Sunkist still alive. Is Sunkist alive or did Sunkist die? I forgot.
Sunkiss got hurt.
Real bad.
Mhm.
Sunkist is alive, right, Pog?
Yes.
Okay.
we are officially back. Everything should be fixed. Oh my god, that was a mess. But everything, I finally fixed everything, and none of what I'm saying now is going to be mattered because it's cut out of the VOD. But we are officially...
I'm 28 years old.
We're officially back in
What
stream
the fuck?
with the revelation that Taurus is 28 years old.
Holy shit!
And we're gonna rewind time a little bit. As you guys step through the portal. As you step through the portal of the Loot Tavern, with the cart at your back, is just when you step through and you see the other dimensional world, and as you step through, bumping into you, looking to step out of the portal and back onto the prime material, is none other than Ranger Truffle.
Ranger Truffle, you missed meeting my father and my uncle, and this is my cousin. And I hold up a coin.
That is burnt.
Your cousin is money?
It's got wings if you look closely.
And little legs.
And I guess those legs are very little.
But it's unfertile.
The coin is unfertile?
Yes.
Yes.
Unfortunately, it's been burned, so it can't be fertilized.
Okay, I guess that does make sense. Hi, everyone else! Where are you going?
Ranger Truffle! Ranger Truffle! Baka has a cart!
Yeah, and despite it being here, you do see the cart that your party once carried with them and once pulled with them has now shrunken down in size, and Baka is kind of carrying it like a backpack.
Oh.
Yeah.
Are you guys doing
Anyways,
the
how
delivery?
have you been? Oh no.
Oh, I've had a lot of various flus. It turns out putting goo in your body makes you extremely sick. But I'm back at the... I came here to get some work, but it's very fortunate I ran into you guys just now.
Check out.
Well,
Baka says to write down not to eat goo if we find any.
Okay, let me note that down as well in my journal. Ranger Truffle, where were you born?
Over there. It just points at the portal.
Sidell's eyes widen.
I must be very careful every time I go through this portal now.
there's portals in. Oh no, there's babies in the portal.
Well, on the other side,
Oh!
like very far other.
It's good to know. Thank you, Ranger Truffle.
I might
It's
ask
very
for
valuable.
specifics later. I'm doing a research paper on how to be careful of miniature you truffles.
Be careful whenever you sleep in a bed, Ranger Truffle.
What's wrong with beds?
And nests.
Well,
Well,
I was
Babies are
born
born
in
in them.
Well, I knew the
And-
nest part. Why are they scary?
Well, it's not so much scary. Just check. You don't want to like squish. I guess you don't have that problem. You're very small. But Taurus and myself, I'm actually fairly large if I stretch. I don't want to sit on a little baby truffle or baby Taurus or baby chicken when I go to sleep. So I have to be very careful now.
Very conscious of other people. That's very wise.
And be careful about it when you're in libraries. You just never know.
Apparently, there's lots of babies in libraries.
I've not spent much time at libraries, so I'll just take your word for it.
Well, you may as well join us. We're going to go collect the bounty for the my uncle.
Sure.
Share a little bit.
I've got no other plans.
Maybe we can ask the bard to write a song again. I enjoyed that.
Do you think he will include about where babies are born? Because
I don't think that will be relevant to him, but I will document this in my journal for sure.
Maybe he has a song about the Humper Dumper Dinker.
Yes. I remember only reading a few novels about the Saint Humperdincker, but I don't remember exactly, except that his castle was thrown down and he was drawn and quartered and consumed.
What a horrible fate.
That word consumed is very ominous. I don't.
I mean, I believe he was cannibalized, right? And no one's come to seek vengeance. I mean, quite possibly we might need to be the heroes to avenge him.
I think he wasn't fertilized, so he had no parents to avenge him.
Saida will flip the coin in the air and catch it and put it in his pocket with the teeth.
All right. And yeah,
But-
you guys have free reign of the map. Feel free to move your tokens where you like.
I'll go to the bar because I don't remember who exactly we talked to, but I think the bar lady whose name I will need to look at because it's been a great while. Lutetia, I think.
Yep, Lutetia.
Lutetia, we have finished the bounty on my uncle JJ. If you would like to, I would just put the paper on the table.
She'll...
Says he was the Tangle Pine Terror, but that was a horrible name. He was not pine, and he was not tangly.
He was my uncle, and he was also a tavern.
She'll grab the paper and say, look at it and say, I'll get that reward to you when I can. Get you squared away.
Fabulous. And here's the proof. And I'll put a tooth on the table.
Looking for any more business? Need any drinks to go anywhere?
I think that will depend on if we can get paid, because I'm running low on coin. So another job would be good if you've got more.
What do we use coins for? Because
I think we toast them, don't we?
no, they don't have legs. Because
Oh.
you toast the legged ones.
These ones are a form of currency to barter with people in exchange for useful items such as torches and blankets and food and wheels of cheese.
Mmm. Cheese whiz.
Jeez.
Put me next to you.
Well. There is a job board somewhere, right? I think it's up here.
It was, yeah, right here.
I'll go
As
look
well.
for jobs.
Alright. As you walk up, Taurus, you spy a familiar dwarf. The same armored dwarf who encouraged you to interact with this group of people in the very first session. This guy right here.
Ah,
And as you walk up, he kind of just turns from the person he's talking with and says, you're doing a good job, kid. I've been getting updates on your hunts. Glad to see you're still alive."
thank you. You know, I always appreciate the support. My name is Taurus. Did I introduce myself?
I'm pretty sure I got your name. And he'll hold out a hand and say, "But if we haven't officially met yet, you can call me Gworf."
Gworf. A beautiful name for someone like you. But you know what? Let's catch up. And I'd just like to talk to him and be friends with him while the others.
Sure. So the rest of you, as you guys follow Taurus, he pauses to start talking with this dwarf in this black, like, obsidian armor, leaving you guys at the bounty board.
Black obsidian. Wow.
Very beautiful armor.
And the two of them just seem to be talking away.
I guess I'll take a look at the job board.
Sure. You look at the job board, and you see there's some small things like, Loot Tavern, help me, herd my cows. Loot Tavern, can you get my backpack? That's stuck in the tree. Like petty little things. But you see two very prominent ones. One that reads, Beast in the Mountains. An unknown creature has been terrorizing some local towns in the Hamespire Mountains, requesting a group of hunters to go after, paying 500 gold pieces. And there's another one that reads, urgent request from the city of Tideport. Seagulls and birds have become aggressive. Need someone to deal with it. Paying 200 gold.
At first I was thinking the cow one sounded really fun.
I think I missed the first one for writing down the details, but Baka can speak bird, and I'm pretty sure that I think Taurus could speak bird too.
The first one was unknown monster in the Hamespire Mountains has been terrorizing the people nearby. 500 gold.
I can speak Dwarfish and Bergfolk.
And so you have those two bounty posts in your
Where's
hands, Truffle.
Where's Tideport in relation to Hainspire Mountains?
The Hamespire Mountains, you would know, are to the far north, whereas Tideport is one of the coastal towns within the main, I guess, hub, if you will, of the New World. If the Great Forest is the Great Wood is, quote-unquote, the first settlement, Tideport would be on the coast of the Great Woods, whereas Hamespire, the Hamespire Mountains are to the far north.
So, Ranger Truffle would be kind of familiar with.
Are you muted, Becca? You're muted.
No wonder no.
Cows. You did originally say there was a herding cow job, though.
There was a low payment of a couple silvers to help a farmer herd their cows because he is short-staffed.
Well,
I have just the person for him. Where's Bart? Oh, he's back there.
I think we should get him a longer staff. Because
I need to go and take Bart with us and drop him off to herd the cows, and then we'll split the silver 50-50. This is I read this in a business book.
So I know, he's very well educated.
Well, looking
it's
at
because
our
he was born in the library. But crap.
looking at the two jobs here, seems like we have one that's pretty fast and short term, and then more of like a long term investment. How short on cash are you guys? Because I could use a short term investment.
I feel like it would be a quick investment for us to go to Tideport because we have two people who can negotiate with these vile, vicious bird monster peoples. No offense.
No. Yeah.
You're muted again, I think. Oh, no. No, you're not. Never mind.
It says that sometimes. Oh,
You are cutting out.
When they're under spells. Was it?
Would it mess up your stream if she
Fine.
disconnected and reconnected?
Birds
As long as it's quickly.
when they're under spells?
We can, let's go, how about we go to the be right back screen while it fixes. Alright, try again.
Baka says sometimes birds don't talk when they're under spells.
Much better, that was audible.
Okay. I think it's the kids taking over the Wi-Fi.
Seidel thinks we should change the password.
It should be Loot Tavern. Baka!
I think we need to go rescue Taurus from his new friends, but I vote for Tideport.
I think Tideport's good.
Baka agrees. If we can't hurt the cows, we should get a longer staff and get Bart to do it. So he won't be short-staffed with a long staff.
Get it?
I just got that. That's funny. Get him longer.
Stuff, yes. The big brain over there.
I'll hand them the job. Can I go look to see? I don't know if they have like a trading post area in the Loot Tavern.
I was actually
I dipped before we
that too.
explored.
You can go to Trustworthy, and this is funny considering you've been calling, well, no. You can go to L'Arsene's shop and trade, which is on the 2nd floor. And,
Alright. I also apparently have 0 money. I must have spent every last cent of it.
Money.
That's awesome.
Let us go shopping. Baka will buy you something nice, because Baka has missed Ranger Truffle.
I do have things to trade. I would just like to maybe improve my armor set just a tad.
I want to go to talk to Letitia once you're all finished.
Let's go look.
Alright. So, the two of you are going up to the store. I'll move you there. You are able to find your way up to L'Arsene.
Baka has been here before.
Oh, another Raken.
Mm-hmm. He looks at you enter, and here we go with my horrible French accent. God, do I even want to try it?
Bonjour.
Yeah, how may I help you?
Hi, I've recently had a change in, I don't want to say size. Internal organs is more apt. My current armor set doesn't fit very well, and I'd like to get it traded out.
Yes. What are you in the business for?
Well, Truffle will present just a standard patchwork, almost like handmade leather armor set. Just this or better. If you have a studded, to be perfect. Maybe even something a little heftier if that's all you got.
Do you want mobility or do you want protection?
I should clarify. I have no cash. Do you trade items?
Baka has money. How much is it?
Well, if you want to upgrade your leather armor, I can accept a payment of let us say 30 gold pieces. But if you want anything bigger, it will be more.
Baka will pay. Baka will. Easy.
Just the upgrade's perfect.
Okay.
And Truffle gets out like a little booklet and just scribbles something down.
All right. This will take me a little bit. Just come back shortly, and I will have your new armor ready for you.
Perfect. Thank you. And Truffle will quietly and meekly leave the
All right.
trading street.
Baka, you can hand over the 30 gold pieces. Taurus, I see you cozying up next to Cacophonix.
I'm just telling him about our story. Chatting away.
How fancy are you making the story? Or how epic are you making it? I should say. How like
Oh,
are
shit.
you
10, dude.
okay, give me a performance. with
The
advantage.
tavern was actually on top of a dragon's back, hidden under the ground.
All right, give me give me a performance with advantage.
Okay, perfect.
Nat 20.
Oh my god.
He listens to you. He takes out like a pen and paper and starts writing everything down rapidly. And by the time like other people gather around to listen to your tale,
Oh, dude.
you know, you start getting an audience of people.
That's awesome, yes.
And as you finish your tale, Cacophonix looks at you and he says, in like a hurry, like, I need to work on this. If you're here tomorrow, your song will be ready.
Thank you, Cacophonix.
And
I knew I could count on it.
He like runs off to the stage to begin preparing.
That roll.
Perfect.
That
Perfect.
Taurus should get like a percentage of his like
Earnings.
Like the tips he's got.
Yeah, definitely. That was a beautiful roll. So it's an epic story.
I practically did the work for him.
You did. You really did. I was gonna ask. Sorry, I was up there with Truffle, and I don't even know what the next upgrade I should do for my character. But I have like 30 coins that are gold, and I need to do something with them.
You can always save up.
For what?
I don't know, new gear.
I mean, we might
You
need
can
to hire people.
buy more of the harvesting kits because we have to buy those here, don't we?
Oh yeah.
Do we?
It
Do we have to
is-
buy harvesting kits?
It is retroactive. We've agreed that it'll be retroactive whenever you harvest.
Oh, they're not consumed?
Only your gold
I
will be
guess it-
consumed.
I think it was like when we harvest, we subtract gold from our.
Yeah.
I don't remember doing that last week.
Baka will pay for it.
I mean, we can try to find someone to like do something with the teeth that we have. That'd cost money. Unless you guys know what we can do with it.
Well, I've got 33 mimic teeth, 1 frail essence, and a bundle of plant roots and a bundle of human teeth.
I think we have enough stuff to make an item. Baka! Wait. Oh. If I'm upstairs with the French guy, can I ask him what kind of things we can make with the ingredients we have so far?
Sure. You tell him about the ingredients that you have, and he starts kind of like scratching his chin and says, "Oh yes, I do think I can make you with some help from the others here. I think we could make you a weapon. If you are interested in a hammer, we can make you a hammer."
Ooh. Hammer. Ranger Truffle, Baka was wondering if any of us use a hammer.
Any of us? I don't.
Baka doesn't think so.
Have I seen Taurus wield a weapon?
You've seen him wield
Crossbow.
a crossbow.
What
What does Seidel use?
Good.
I use my wit, which is sharp as a knife, and also sometimes I will use surgeon's tools.
I was
Right.
wondering if one of maybe
Sorry, rapier. I've got a rapier.
if one of Taurus's little friends, like Capri Sun, could use it, but I don't know.
Don't think any of them could right now.
Probably not.
No.
We might have to wait on that for other ingredients.
We could always cook something. I'm not there. I'm. Never mind. I didn't say
I'm
that.
at the bar.
Very well. I think that is all for here, though.
Yeah. Seidel, what do you want him to do?
I'd like to wave Lutetia over,
Mm.
and in a hushed voice, I'll look left and right and make sure I am alone from my party. Taurus being over there is fine. Taurus is fine.
I'm joking.
But excuse me, Letitia. We're going to go to Tideport, and I see that there seems to be an issue with the birds being crazy. Can you make me a potion or something of anti-crazy or dispel magic or something that I can give to my friend in case there is some sort of rampant disease?
It's genius, actually.
Well,
Who knows? I could have gotten the bird flu.
I just make and sell drinks. If you need potions, I would go see Humperdinck or the Arsene.
Oh, that is a good idea. Humperdinck! My eye widens very big.
Oh
Name
no.
Humperdinck?
I personally wouldn't call him a saint, but if you do, sure.
Tell me where to find him, please.
Upstairs.
By
Very
the
first room.
telescope?
Yes.
Oh, I think I've met him. Is his name actually? He's named after the saint. He's not actually Humperdinck. Okay, that makes sense. What a small world, this tavern. Excuse me, Saint Humperdinck.
Yes?
I need your assistance. I'm trying to find a potion that will protect my friend from the bird flu, because we're going to Tideport, you see, and I don't know what is causing the birds to become so aggressive, but I'd rather not have to knock my poor little chicken friend out.
Okay. Interesting.
You look nothing like what I imagined.
Thank you. He goes through his supplies, various beakers and vials, and he rummages through some stuff and he pulls out a potion. He says, I have this. Looks at you, quizzical. This will help resist anyone trying to strike at their mental capabilities.
Oh, that's wonderful. Baka's faculties are not legendary, so this will be very, very good.
Well, the going price for it is about 50 gold pieces.
I best buy 2 of them. Oh, I don't have enough money. I can buy another one if it comes in handy after we collect the reward. I'll just take the one.
All right, and he will hand over this potion bottle, which has this pinkish liquid inside. You can hand over 50 gold and put a potion of psychic resistance in your inventory.
Fantabulous. Potion of psychic resilience? Resistance. Ah, the potion de la resistance. I shall go back downstairs and eagerly await my friend's
All right.
return.
Anything else from Truffle and Baka Sanders? Truffle, if you wait, you will, like... It's definitely not long. It's a simple upgrade. You wait maybe like 35 minutes. You do get your armor back, and it will be upgraded to studded leather, if that is what you wish.
Perfect. Yes, please. I will just wait.
While Truffle's waiting, is there anything Baka wants to buy, or are you waiting with Truffle before going back down when the armor is done?
I'm not really on my character sheet because Adrian's doing the computer. So I haven't really been looking at it too much.
You have a rapier, short bow.
And you did previously get
My
your armor
armor.
upgraded by Lars.
Yeah, I did. Studded leather.
Save your money.
Yeah.
Gives you more potions.
Yeah, I might need more potions of psychic resistance with my wisdom already being. Oh, do they have something to make me not quite so? I'm not stupid, but you.
Well, if
That's
you,
not your intellect, that's the problem.
if you ever get the right parts from monsters, you can indeed craft a headband of intellect.
I almost feel like it would be a waste on me, but I kind of want it.
But if there's nothing else, the two of you wait.
Can I inquire about what I need to get to make a headband of intellect?
If you ask about that, he would tell you. I will message you the parts later.
Okay. Okay.
But he will tell you, and you wait for the armor. Ranger Truffle, you're given your studded leather. And if there's nothing else, you guys can find your way back to the party downstairs.
The funniest thing is a headband of intellect would not change your wisdom.
But you guys
Crush
head
my
back
dreams.
downstairs and find the party sitting at the bar. You guys see Ranger Truffle walking down in some new digs.
Looking
fetching.
good, Ranger Truffle.
Thank you, Baka again.
Are we allowed to spend the night in rooms at this tavern, or is it just a common lounge?
You would there definitely are rooms in the Loot Tavern.
I would like to probably do a room tonight.
You should see if they come with complimentary babies.
Oh, I was going to check to make sure there was no mini Tauruses in the room, but I just feel tired. Like I want to stay here till tomorrow to hear the song. To be honest,
I want to know if they have a library. Because I've never seen a baby in a library.
There's a library, which you actually have been inside before.
I want to go on a baby hunt.
So it sounds like you guys are all going to stay at the Loot Tavern for the night. Is that the plan?
Yeah.
I want to know what we can
Yes.
cook with the teeth. If like the only thing we can make is a weapon that we can't use.
I think you should visit the Loot Tavern chef.
Let's get more ingredients and then use the teeth as like to go from like leather armor to studded leather armor, that type of concept, but with some other item.
Okay.
Because DM, I can use all weapons. I'm just a dex build, so a hammer wouldn't do much, right?
Yeah.
I don't believe so.
Really?
I do think, what is it? The Warhammer. There is a hammer that lets you do one-handed or two-handed, which I think can be either or. It's versatile.
But, I mean, can we sell the extra teeth?
Yeah, trading in monster parts is a thing you can do.
I
we
would like
can-
to keep one because it is my friend's uncle.
I already have one
Well,
for my.
We can make a unique food item, right? Like there are boss food items.
There are.
So maybe like that could just be cooler than just
grind it
selling
down into dust to make bread. I feel like this is another story alongside the Humperdinck book.
I think Baka thinks that if we do that, we should do it sooner rather than later to preserve freshness.
All right. So, with many plans, you guys are able to get rooms for the night at the Loot Tavern.
Okay, I'm going to roll my investigation check.
I think the reason we're staying is 100% because we want to hear the song. That's definitely why.
What are you investigating again?
The bed.
The bed. You investigate your bed. There are no babies.
With slight disappointment, I shall retire for the night. I would like to take a long rest.
Yep. All of you are able to long rest and regain anything you've used previously. And the night comes and goes, especially in the astral plane. It doesn't really feel like anything. So you wake up to the same exact sky that was there the previous night. And as you walk out and get ready for the new day, you do notice that the previous band is not there and has been replaced by Cacophonix, who sees you all in attendance, looks at Taurus and says, "Ah, my friend, I think I have your song prepped and ready."
Perfect. Okay. Please start whatever.
All right. Does everyone have their volume in Roll20 nice and up?
1 second.
Make sure you got Roll20 unmuted.
We're good.
Moon, you good? Everyone good for the music?
Yo.
Yes.
Yup, yup,
Alright.
yup.
Yes.
Cacophonix begins a playing.
This tale begins amongst the trees. Our heroes travel peacefully, but there's no others to be seen. And then appears a tavern. They're cautious, so they enter slow. The tavern puts on quite a show, but something feels wrong down below. The monster has tempted them in. The building starts to move and quake. The monster's belly is awake. Our heroes must fight to escape, but what can they do to attack? The ceiling starts by raining down, and everything seems larger now. They draw their weapons, navigate, and fight through this shape-shifting monster. Our friends have shown their bravest side, battled monsters from inside, courageous till the end of fight, and so ends this tale of the tavern.
And the crowd begins to clap in excitement as the song ends. People crowd the stage as Cacophonix takes his bow.
What a wonderful ballad in memory of my Uncle JJ.
And you do see people throwing up some various amounts of coins his way as he thanks them and looks out towards your group with a smile on his face.
Just give him an approving nod.
That reminds. I feel like I have a song too. Well, not a song, but a ballad, if you wish to hear it.
You have one?
Yes, it is about our good Baka.
If a chicken could blush right now, Baka would be blushing.
I don't know. I feel embarrassed. Maybe I shouldn't read it.
Oh, Seidel, go, please.
Well, I don't know. Okay, fine. Long ago on a farm far, far away, a brood of chickens lived every day. Their feathers soft, their eyes so bright, they pecked and scratched with all their might. Their coop was warm and soft and light, and kept them safe both day and night. But fate, it seemed, had other plans in store, and soon their lives would be no more. For one day the farmer came by, with pies and pastries in his eye. He saw the chickens plump and fine, and knew they'd make a tasty dish divine. Their glorious lives, now but a dream, would be ended in savory scheme. And just one chicken escaped their fate, our very dear Baka, who would not be ate. So that's the tale of the chicken brave and true, who fled the farm to start life anew.
Wow.
Now,
Oh my gosh,
Oh my
Seidel.
gosh, you're getting a luck point for that.
The
I
Ballad
don't
of
know.
Baka Sanders.
Poor Bucko and Baku. Fuck you. Siblings.
That was amazing, Seidel.
That was really well done.
Ranger Truffle, were you there when the bandits tried to come and steal our very own Baka?
I don't
think you
believe
might have
so. That
missed
sounds
that.
traumatizing.
Yes, it was in the middle of the night. We were in your birthplace, I think. And all of a sudden there were just these bandits. They were like farm thugs. And they were after Baka. And this was at like midnight, mind you. They came for Baka at midnight in the middle of the woods.
Yeah, slavers never strike during the day. It's terrible.
Anyways, we killed them. Well, one of them escaped, but anyways. Baka shared her tragic history with me, and I had to write it down.
It's a very beautiful story, Baka and Seidel. Well done.
Very impressed. But did you guys decide what job we're gonna go to?
Yes, we're going to Tideport. Do you fancy us swim in the sea? A good beach episode?
I think that would sound amazing.
I wonder if Bakas can swim. Baka wonders if Baka can swim.
Well, I have just 3 athletics. So I probably can.
Well, Baka thinks that if ducks can float, Baka might be able to float. But does that make me a relative of a duck?
Hearing your conversation, Lutetia comes up and says, "Well, if you're heading to the port, I've done you the favor and prepared your drinks. Just one
Excellent.
gold. 1 gold for each of you.
Can I buy another bottle of port ale at the same time to gain a few more uses?
That a new bottle will be 5 gold.
Okay, I'll give you 6, and that gives me 2 more uses of port ale, right?
Yes, and
then
the drinks to get you to the coast and Tideport are 1 gold from everyone.
Perfect.
I'm still without cash.
Baka just said she'll spot you.
Okay.
And so far, the only drinks that you've had have been to urban places, so you've drunk the Cosmopolitan. Now that you're going to a coastal location, you're given a very fruity, coastal-like drink.
Sex on the beach.
You are given a Hex on the beach.
Yes.
Nice.
Sounds very witchy when curses.
And you are able to head beyond the portal if that is your wish.
Yes. Baka, don't forget our wagon.
Baka has the carnet.
Okay.
Could I try to go find Bart and bring him with us?
Absolutely, we need Bart.
That would require going back into the deep woods because he didn't come with you to the Loot Tavern.
Yeah, no, I know. It would require me to buy him drinks, and then also it'd be complicated. I
We
think
should get him a long staff. Teach him to herd cows.
I think we should wait to get Bart until we have to go back to the woods for another reason.
All right. You guys drink your hexes on the beach and begin teleporting. You feel yourself with sand blowing in your face. The feeling of a bright sun hits you all as you find yourselves in the streets of Tideport.
Ooh, Seidel grimaces. I don't like sand.
I hate sand.
Sand
Why
is
don't you,
good for taking baths.
Course.
Saito, why don't you like sand?
Rough.
It's everywhere.
Oh,
Irritating. It gets everywhere.
Baka thinks sand is good for baths.
oh, this place is beautiful.
Actually, it quite is.
And you see,
Oh
but you do
my.
see that there are a bunch of people watching the beach with guards everywhere, holding
It's
them
so
back.
nice to meet you, sir.
Really quick. Oops, sorry. I think I posted that without actually. I can't do this except for on myself, so never mind.
As you approach Taurus, one of the guards comes up and says, "Oh, please hold there. Don't approach. It's dangerous beyond this point."
I believe we were sent to help with the danger.
I'll hand you the flyer to present to them.
My name is Taurus. I'm champion of Loot Tavern. Do you need
Captain
assistance?
of the Circus Freaks too, don't forget.
He'll look at the paper and says, "Oh, well, we need help indeed." And he'll turn around and point towards the beach. We had a whale wash up recently, and well, you can see the flock of birds up there. They've gone mad and attack anyone who gets close. We need the waters and the beach. We're a fishing town. If you can get rid of them, we'd pay you handsomely.
Just get rid of the birds?
Not the giant whale corpse, just the birds.
We can deal with the corpse, but we can't get in close enough to deal with it with the birds in the way. They swooped in too quick for our guards. Some of us got injured. Some of them sit in the infirmary now.
Oh. That doesn't sound like a job very worthy of Taurus, but we are here to help.
I mean, infirmary, and they're paying 200 gold. These might be some dangerous birds.
Wyverns,
True enough,
possibly?
What's that?
Can we see the birds from here?
Oh yeah,
I
you can
see some on the map, but like,
you can see swarms. There are several different birds. Some of them look like giant seagulls. Some of them seem to be swarms of just regular like ravens. There are a bunch of various different birds that are swooping in and tearing this whale apart. Like they are ravenous.
Damn.
Okay. Eating fowl.
I
Martha would like to
will.
get out
You're
some
muted.
birdseed.
Baka would like to get out some birdseed to try to encourage a bird that I can talk to.
Okay.
I'll summon Sunkist.
All right. How close are you getting, Baka?
Just on the other side of the guards. Do you see where the little arrow thingy is on the top one? Not the one that's further down. Nope, not there, Adrian. Further in. Where the plants are. Right in there. In that circle, yeah. Yep, right in there.
Okay.
Hi, Baka.
You, Baka, give me a persuasion with advantage, because that's what you have.
Because that's what you have.
That's the ability.
I don't know if it rolled. Oh, it did roll. Nice.
A 20. Okay, so you throw down birdseed, and you're trying to get one to come over?
Yeah, I wanted to ask it if it was just hungry. Or or if like whale meat is just especially delicious, so they're trying to hoard their food.
Okay.
But are the birds fighting amongst themselves?
Give me a perception.
It was
11?
an 11.
Maybe some of them do seem to be hitting each other as they swoop in. But as you look, one of the giant birds lands right next to you, and some of the guards like get their spears at the ready.
I too would like to ready in action in
and
case it attacks.
Oh, I would like to say that I left the cart further up. I didn't bring the cart down with me.
Mhm. The bird looks at you, Baka. It doesn't peck at the bird seed, but it does land next to you as if like waiting for you to say something.
Baka asks, "Are you hungry?" And if it's not interested in the bird seed, do I have like? Can you see if I have any like rations, like jerky, red meat? Maybe it doesn't like bird seed.
You have rations, you've got grain, you've got cheddar cheese.
Ooh,
You would have jerky
Eggs.
within your rations.
yeah.
Which if you do pull out, you almost lose your hand with how quickly it grabs it.
Hmm.
And it like scarfs it down, and in this deep voice, it says,
Thank you, feathered kin. What brings you here? I would not
Wondering-
recommend stealing our hunt.
Baka has no interest in the hunt, but the village needs to use the water. Is it possible to move your hunt?
We found this first. This is our rightful hunt. This feast belongs to us.
Indeed, indeed, the feast is yours, but can you move your feast somewhere that is not in the way of their land?
give me another persuasion with advantage.
Can I use some of my points? Because I would really like them to move. Because that would be nice.
Sure.
That's just a +1, right?
That is a
Yeah.
+1. Well, that's a natural 20.
Yay!
God damn.
The bird looks at you and says,
I will get the others to leave. We will agree. But you have to remove the other birds. Get rid of them, and we will take what remains of our feast and leave these humans alone.
Okay, so just of the smaller bird species?
mm-hmm.
How about you take what you want, and then the rest can go to the birds, and they can take what they want, and then you all leave.
He looks down at you and says,
These other birds are intruders to our domain. How would you feel if someone broke onto your land and stole your food? They must be dealt with. We will agree to go, but you must deal with them first.
Looking at the other bird species, are they like from a different area? I don't know. Baka will ask the guard nearby if are these birds from like a different area to the guard nearby, or if they're
still with his spear up at the one big bird. He says, they're all native seabirds. We usually don't have a problem with them. It seems that this carcass has gotten them wild up. What's going on with that one there? And he kind of jabs his spear towards it.
He says if we get rid of the little birds, they'll take the food they want and then leave. Baka is wondering if we can move it down the beach out of their way. Out of our way.
Can you talk to the other birds?
They don't seem interested. Baka.
What if you go down closer? I can make you more attractive. Scary. Dominant.
Well, the guard...
Baka would be... Sorry, what was that, Pi?
I was going to say the guard would say, well, if you can just get rid of the damn birds, we can deal with the carcass. We just can't afford to get down to the beach. We already have men in the infirmary, like I said, so the quicker you get rid of them, the quicker money is put into your hands, and moving a whale will take time.
Can I would like to ask the bird in front of me if I can have everyone move the whale. Is there a... Hold on, me. Go to the map so I can look and zoom out. Oh, sorry. It's literally between two docks. Can I have the... Is there another way to get down to the beach other than that stairway? Oh, there is. Can I have... Okay, so I would like to ask the bird if I can encourage the other birds to just move the meal to the side, and if the humans promise to leave them alone, we'll set up a boundary so that humans can interact around the whale until they finish doing what they want to do.
Give me another persuasion.
Oy, oy, oy. Persuasion. Hey!
22.
That's a good number, man.
22 is a good number, and he says... Give me an insight check as well.
Oh my gosh.
Okay.
That's as good as it's gonna get.
So, you're able to glean that he wants to help you. He is listening to you. And he does agree to leave the humans alone, and even will agree to help you with the whale. And your words are speaking to him, but he is a very proud bird, and you get the vibe that he is not going to let these other birds... He doesn't want to leave them alive. So he is agreeing with you. He is saying, I will leave the humans alone. I will leave the beach alone. I will tell my kin to leave them alone. But these birds have intruded on our land, and part of our agreement is you take care of them, and we will agree to your terms. And he is sticking to that.
How about this? We'll set up... I think I need to go down there, and my friends will come with me, and I will try to negotiate the smaller birds to leave. And if they don't, then my friends will have to encourage negotiating in probably a potentially hostile way that they move or leave us alone.
He kind of sticks his head up in like a mighty pose, and then begins flapping his wings as he's getting ready to fly off, and he says before leaving,
Fine, do it your way. But if they are not removed, Like we agreed, we will find them no matter what.
And he flies off back to his group.
Okay, Baka would like to explain the big birds don't like the little birds. The big birds agreed to leave us alone, but the little birds didn't really
And
agree
you
to
do
anything.
see the big birds do back off and perch themselves to watch.
So we need to move the whale up, but the little birds are going to be a problem.
How, are there really only 6 little birds, or are those swarms?
You see groups of swarms of birds, as well as 2 other smaller birds.
Okay. Can you talk to those birds too, Baka?
Baka will try. Baka needs to go further out, probably. Maybe get some.
Can we just get down to those stairs?
Yeah. We might need to cut up the whale if we're gonna move it, though. Oh, yeah, Baka tells us that the guards agreed to leave us alone, but the big birds and the little birds aren't getting along, too, if the guards weren't listening.
Can we use the cannons to scare them off?
Oh!
Truffle,
I
are
think
you
that might
moving
be
with them?
better.
Did you know there actually was a case of people blowing up a whale that had beached itself, and then it just went everywhere?
What?
I said that in the roleplay chat.
Oh, you did?
Did you?
Yes. Truffle's
Yeah.
bad idea.
No way.
I actually think it was
It's
in
under
Oregon or
Florence Whale.
Washington.
Yeah,
It
it's
was.
Florence. It's like a couple hours from where I live.
You guys are just walking up, right?
Oh, that's a bad sign.
I think
Baka-
Baka should shout to them first.
Yeah, I would like to get their attention. Maybe pull out some rations to have some negotiations happening.
Okay. So as you walk up, well, the
Can
question
I
is.
turn my...
Mhm.
Sorry. As we're going down, can I cast a spell?
Sure.
I want to turn myself into a bird. Like an Aarakocra looking thing. Is that within the realm of this spell?
You decide what you look like, including your height, weight, facial features, sound of voice, hair length, coloration, and distinguishing characteristics, if any. You can make yourself appear as a member of another race, though none of your statistics change. You also can appear as a creature of a different size than you, and your basic shape stays the same. Yeah, you can make yourself look feathery.
So Seidel's like spines just morph into feathers, my arms into wings, my jaw elongates into a beak, but I still have one central big eye, and I look like a big bird otherwise.
Okay.
A one-eyed Aarakocra.
That's awesome.
So cool.
That will last for an hour.
Baka would like to get the little bird's attention with some, like, ration difficulty. Try to ask them to move and ask if we can move the whale or find a way to...
So as the lot of you walk up, the groups of little birds, because they have pretty high perception, so they do see all of you coming. And so they see Baka Sanders, and they see this other bipedal feathered creature. And I will allow you to negotiate, but first, as they see you coming, you do hear them shout out what essentially equates to the other birds brought backup.
Oh no.
And they turn with their bloodied beaks in your direction. And we're gonna roll some initiative.
This is good.
Yeah, that makes sense.
You know, hey,
real good.
better half the birds than all the birds. Like,
True enough. You did help us. Oh, nice.
it's gonna happen sooner or later.
these guys.
I think it was still worth talking with, at least getting the big birds out of the way. So, you know.
Alright, let me make sure everyone is indeed on the list.
Go me, Taurus. We're doing great.
The little birds. Well, one of the blood hawks, for purposes that they're called blood hawks, but they all look like seabirds. So these are like blood seagulls.
No blood pigeons?
No. This
Apologize. This is the first time I've seen the owl, the sun owl bear. Is that a pet?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So it's our little guy
when
now.
did that happen?
It actually happened a long time ago. You missed a little bit.
Yeah, you
I did.
missed
I
a bit.
missed quite a bit. Okay.
The blood seagull is gonna swoop down on Baka and try and peck into you with its beak. Bird on bird violence. Does a 14 hit Baka?
Whoa.
No.
Alright, you're able to dodge out of the way. The swarm.
Wait. Does it go out of my way, or does it just, like, when it comes in, does it stay in the space?
It stays near you.
Okay.
This swarm. Yeah, you can hear because you can understand them. The little birds, especially the swarms, compared to the high and mighty, bigger birds, the smaller birds seem to have more bark. As one of the swarms comes swooping in towards Seidel, who now looks like a bird, and it's shouting things like, "Interlopers! This is our meal! You will die for this!" But it's like...
Only Baka can hear, right? Or is it Gobek?
It's just Baka. So Baka, you're hearing as it swoops down on Seidel, a cacophony of like 30 different voices just shouting, "Interlopers!" It is going to try and swarm you and bite into you with its beak. With its many beaks. Does a 13 hit Seidel?
Yes, it does.
Alright, you are going to take 6 points of piercing damage as several beaks just stab into you.
Ouch.
Wow, like all the birds go first.
That's rough.
This bird is also gonna go on to the other bird. And it has pack tactics. Does a 19 hit Baka?
Oh yeah, that'll hit me.
Baka, you are stabbed for 6 points of piercing damage.
Ew. What a gross bird.
This other swarm is going to... Well, they're kind of single-minded, and they see two big birds. And two other birds encroaching on their territory, so it's just going to also go after Seidel. The two swarms are going for Seidel.
I am the bigger bird out of the two of us, so that makes sense.
True.
That is
I bet you can't be an AC 11.
It doesn't. It gets a 7.
Dumb bird.
Baka, you are up.
Baka would like to pull out Baka's kitchen rapier and stab it at the bird in my space.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
I would give you a card, but here's the thing. Just roll your damage.
What many crits tonight?
That was... It's a D8
Yeah, okay,
plus
so...
4 piercing. That looks really...
It was 2 plus 4.
But we also do the max on the die, so it's an additional 8. Yeah, you stab this bird with one fell swoop, and it falls.
Good. He was a not very good bird.
Can you believe that double crit?
Yeah, that's
That was
crazy.
really good.
That needs to be recorded.
I've been rolling really good this game.
Are you gonna stay where you are, or are you gonna move?
I think I'm gonna end up moving through bird space are getting further away from my friend if I do. Can I go further into the corner by where? Oh wait, it's moving away from the other
Yeah, there
bird.
will be attacks of opportunity.
No, I'm just gonna stay here and get ready for incoming bird attacks.
All right.
And ask for Taurus and Ranger Truffle to help mitigate
Seidel.
this foul issue.
I'm going to imitate the birds as much as I can and literally just say, but as I do so, a spell will take effect, and I will try to put one of the swarms to sleep.
And I think that
Oops, hold on, it didn't roll. It's supposed to be casting level 2. Submit.
it'd be really funny if you use the vicious mockery and you say squawk, but they hear like your mother couldn't even carry a coconut.
So is it the 22 and the 14?
Well, the 5d8 would be. Well, I'm not sure what the 14 even is for, actually. Here, I'll post that. So roll 5d8 for being level 1. And then at higher levels,
Oh,
roll an
so
additional
second level
2d8.
spell slot, but the 14 must.
So it's 36 hit points.
Okay.
With the lowest groups going first.
The lowest groups in a.
Like the lowest HP. Because like I'm 21 hit points, so
Yeah.
I don't know if I'm immune to my own spell. But they theoretically should go if they have less than 25 hit
Alright,
points.
so the range is.
It's
90 feet. Creatures within 20 feet of a point you choose. Where are you choosing? What's your point?
Like the staircase. Like here.
Okay, so.
I want to basically do this.
So everything
that's
within
bigger.
this space.
That's bigger. I'd rather go towards the beach. I thought it was a 4x4. If it's gonna be a 8x8.
It is creatures within 20 feet of a point you choose, so it'd be.
Okay, so 8x8. So yeah, then like the whale eyeball, the whale nose.
Alright, so like right here.
You can get me in it. I can take a nap.
Yeah, I wanna get the 2 swarms if I can. So can you shift up and like put it here? Send one up, yeah. Yep.
Alright, and it is how? What's the total of sleep?
It is 36 hit points worth,
36.
which should chip away at the lowest one first. Lowest person. If they've got more than 25 or 21 hit points, then it would hit me or Baka first. But I don't think they have 25 hit points.
So it's
You know,
34.
birds aren't very good company.
Yeah, 36 total hit points.
Okay. Okay. I need to Google something.
Birds aren't very good company because they have a lot of foul language.
Okay, so here's what happens. In consecutive order of lowest HP. First, the one small blood seagull falls asleep and begins fluttering to the ground. Next, Seidel is suddenly snoring.
No way.
I kind of thought I'd be immune to my own spell, but okay,
That's what I had to Google. No, the caster is a legal target.
That's crazy.
After Seidel falls asleep, does anybody else fall asleep?
Just Seidel and one bird.
Dang it.
That's a very powerful spell.
It's not concentration, right? Like,
Nope.
So someone has
But
to
you
use
could-
Until someone wakes me up.
Yeah, someone has to use an
Yeah.
action to wake them up.
oh,
This next swarm is gonna rush Baka.
Oh, great.
No, that's a 7. Taurus.
Have Capri Sun wake. I don't.
I am going to load my crossbow with one of my brand new bolts and just try to shoot in the middle of this swarm right here.
Okay.
Bubble, 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 bubble. Aw.
A 10 will miss.
Ah. Okay. That's unfortunate, but that's okay. Can I use a bonus action to command Sunkiss to use his action to wake up?
Yes, you can.
For real? Okay, bet. Sunkiss is gonna go over to you, Seidel, and start nibbling at your ear.
And with that, you wake up. You are prone, and your turn has passed, but you are awake.
What in the bird? Okay, I see what happened.
Anything else from Taurus?
I wanna back. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's my turn.
Alright, Ranger Truffle.
All right. Caught a little bit off guard by the sudden swooping of these extremely aggressive birds. Truffle is going to do something new. His offhand is immediately swells as his little symbiote buddy grows out of it, and his entire arm turns into like a aggressive spike looking thing. Before
For movie comparison, you're Carnage. You're Carnaging.
Yeah, not red though. More like a light bluish teal. Kind of like a mossy greenish teal color. Before at the end of it shoots out a large brackish brown wave of energy, and I'm going to cast out of my arm Mortiferous Pulse.
Well, that sounds scary.
How do I send it? Like that. There we go.
Each creature in a 5-foot wide, 50-foot long line. So you are firing it. Oh, that's not what I wanted. So
It's just gonna go straight down like that.
All right. So the birds need to make dex saves.
Or take 20 necrotic. There will 2 8s. Nice.
Birds known for being dexterous.
My save is only 13, so they both pass.
I don't know if I completely agree with that, Pie.
Well, these birds are known for being dexterous.
Okay.
So they're going to take half of that, which is 10. So a sudden necrotic beam fires out and blasts the swarm. You immediately, some of the birds drop to the ground, just like melted away.
Truffle is suddenly on his ass as he gets knocked back a little. And stands himself back up. Okay. Not what I thought you were going to do, but we... Woo! And that's going to be the end of his turn.
Alright.
Oh, and I use my bonus action to bring out my parasitic weapon.
Alright. Baka, after the blast, you hear this swarm of, we'll just say swarm of seagulls. It will take an opportunity attack from Seidel and Baka because it shouts out, "Get the weird thing!" as it tries to rush Truffle.
Can you do it to me? I will take that opportunity attack.
That
Pretty
will
good.
hit. Alright. Does Seidel want to take an opportunity attack?
Can I if I'm prone?
It'll be at disadvantage. We'll say disadvantage.
Okay.
But you can if you'd like.
Alright, I will. I don't think I even have a weapon drawn though. What do you do with just a strength attack?
I mean, if you want to
Vicious
punch
mockery.
it, you can go for it.
Chicken! Call them chickens! Call them chickens!
I think it's got to be a melee attack,
Yeah, it's
right?
got to be a melee attack.
Sadness.
I mean, you can also
Well,
choose
should I-
not to.
Can I try to like, grab him with the strength?
Yeah, you can try and punch at it. No.
Yeah, I'd fail. That's a
Uh,
natural one.
So the swarm of seagulls is going to attack you, Truffle. Or
Okay.
try to... Does a 19 hit?
Barely.
You are
No, it very much
gonna-
hits.
You're going to take 1 point of piercing damage.
It's a lot of damage.
Yeah, this blood seagull is sleeping. This other swarm is gonna stay on Seidel. No. You guys took your opportunity attacks. They are gonna listen to its brethren and swarm the weird thing. Okay. Does a 15 hit, Ranger?
That misses by 1.
You are able to avoid the swarm of beaks as we go back to Baka.
You missed that. That was a really
That was a good baka.
Are there any other birds down on the beach that look aggressive?
There is a
So there's
swarm
that one-
right next to you.
Oh, sorry, I can't see it because the X was okay. I will rapier them.
Okay. That hits. Alrighty. You stab into them, and some of the birds fall from your slashes, but they are still up and ready.
Very well.
If that's your turn, Seidel, you are prone, so it's half movement to stand.
I will stand up awkwardly because I'm a bird now, and then I'll be like, "We should cook you!" And I'll point at the 2 swarms by Ranger Truffle, and then a magical apparition of a spoon appears here and starts to spin around very rapidly like a helicopter blade, and I would like to attack the swarm.
Okay.
That is on my main sheet for spiritual weapon.
A 23 was the original roll when you did it.
Oh,
I
I
realized
didn't
now.
know that.
That will hit.
Okay, so
4 force
2
damage.
plus 2.
All right. Anything else? That is your bonus action.
I will draw my own rapier. And can I use a movement here to try to give flanking to Baka for her sneak attack?
I don't think flanking would be there.
But if I'm in
because-
melee range with it, I mean,
Yes.
that adds a
Yeah.
sneak attack to Baka. So I'll position myself there and threaten the birds with my sword, and that will be
Okay.
my turn.
Are you going to attack with the rapier?
Can I? If I attack with spiritual weapon?
Spiritual weapon's your bonus action.
Oh, I thought you could attack with 2 things. Yeah, I will stab with my rapier if I can.
Yeah,
21.
that hits.
I think
Or-
it's just you can't
Okay.
attack with 2 spells.
Oh, 2 spells. That's what it
Yeah.
is. Okay, got it.
Yeah.
This swarm is going to try and hit. We're gonna say it's gonna try and hit Baka. That's a miss. Taurus.
All right. I will once again load up a crossbow and try my best to save Ranger Truffle. I'll attack the one that I can see that isn't behind Truffle.
Okay.
For 13.
That hits.
That hits? Okay, perfect. As it hits into the middle, it uses my new trapped weapon feature, dealing an extra 1d8 lightning damage as the
Whoa.
lightning just spreads from bird to bird.
You can see the swarm is very diminished. There's only a few birds left, but they're still flying.
Perfect. If that's the case, then I'm gonna demand Sunkiss to go and start eating the birds.
All right. A 13
that's not my
hits, and Sunkiss is able to jump up
Yes.
and devour the rest of the birds.
Thank you, Sunkissed, my hero. That's my turn.
All right, Ranger Truffle.
Truffle will look extremely spooked at the large amount of birds that just flew at his head. And just, they're everywhere, oh, as a large, out of his other arm, one arm is now a spike, the other arm turns into a large, flat apparatus, like a shield. That you see for just a moment before he is immediately covered in a large, swarm of deep greenish teal spores as he instinctually casts smokescreen on himself.
Nice.
As a large cylinder completely obscures where he's standing.
Oh,
and he can't.
dang, what?
Right. Is it remain? Are you choosing it to move with you or remain in that square?
Where I am standing.
Okay.
It doesn't last very long, but it's cool.
So you quite literally smoke bomb.
Yeah.
That
He gets essentially a shield out and smoke bombs himself.
So these, because I don't have all of them memorized, this is a Heliana's, right? You've been using Heliana's?
That is a Heliana spell, yeah.
These are some awesome spells. Guys, I'm just going to plug real quick. Go buy Heliana's at loottavern.com.
It is an awesome spell.
Alright, I appreciate the drawing.
Thank you, whoever made that.
Adrian.
You smoke screen. Is that all? You're just going to stay in your smoke screen?
That's my action and bonus action, and he panics and stays there.
Alright, I'm gonna roll a perception at disadvantage for the swarm. No, they like, where did he go? So it's just gonna turn around and fly towards Seidel. If you want to attack it, you can, but it is flying away from you, Truffle.
Yeah, I want to use the spiritual weapon, can I?
I don't believe spiritual weapons get attacks of opportunities.
My fighting style is blind sight, so I will gladly take a opportunity attack against them.
Okay. Yeah, the one
as just the spike flies out of the cloud at the swarm as it flies away.
Okay. And yeah, the thing with spiritual weapons is they can't take reactions. They don't incur flanking. It's
yeah,
just,
no, that makes sense.
14 hits.
For 8 piercing damage.
Alright. The birds are up, but they're hurt. And they're going to try and bite into Seidel for a nat 20.
Ooh, that will hit. That will definitely hit.
So that is going to be 14 points of damage.
Oof. Yep, still up.
This guy's still asleep. Baka.
Baka has new birds that are attacking Baka's friend. So Baka will attack the new birds that are attacking Baka's friend.
Okay.
With my rapier. Huzzah!
That hits. And these new birds are dead.
Bye-bye.
Anything else? Staying where you are.
How long until that one bird down there wakes up? Like,
It has some time.
okay. Is there
Duration is like an hour, I think, isn't it?
what level
No, it's
are
1
we?
minute.
And
Do
1
I
minute
get a
in
second
combat.
attack at the current level?
As a
No?
rogue, I don't think you
Okay.
ever get a second attack.
Really? Sadness.
Alright, so... Just staying where you are?
Yeah. I don't really feel like moving.
Alright. Seidel.
I'm going to wipe the dead bird off of my wing, and then I'm going to look at this swarm here, and I'm going to look at it and say, squawk! And it's basically saying, F you.
Okay.
And I want it to roll a wisdom save.
That's a 17.
Okay, so that, Vicious Mockery is a bonus action, right?
Vicious Mockery is an action.
An action, so I only have a bonus action left. Can I move the spiritual weapon?
Yeah, you can move it up to 20 feet and attack with it.
Well, I'm gonna spin it around from behind, and again, it's like spinning like a helicopter blade, and I will attack with that from behind.
That
I don't
will
think that
miss.
hits. Yeah, okay. That's my turn.
The swarm, let's see if it's smart enough to stay. Seeing its brethren falling. No, it is not smart enough. Or it's not smart enough to leave, is what I mean.
Natural 1 minus 4.
Yeah, so it's gonna bite into Baka, or try to bite into Baka. Does a 14 hit Baka?
No, I have a 16.
Alright, you dodge out of the way. Taurus.
I will shoot my crossbow at the one that just tried to eat Oh!
Wow!
At the one that ate Baka.
Okay. So, 10, 20...
Wait,
25.
plus 2d8 now. Or no, we do math, so it'd be... Oh no, you do the math, man.
Yeah, hold on. 10, so we take the max, which is a 10.
Yeah,
And then you add your roll.
which is 5.
And then you add the other 10. For 25.
What? Why is there another 10?
You add the entire roll. So you see how you got 5 plus a 10? We take the max on your die and then add that roll.
I'm trusting you on this one, man.
Isn't the 10 the crit built into his roll?
Probably,
Or no?
but where's the fun in having less numbers?
It's probably done anyways, with the lightning and everything too.
Yeah, so what is the 2d8 your lightning?
1d8 should have been the lightning, but I rolled 2d8 because of the crit.
Okay. So
So, is it 7
think-
plus 8?
Yeah, I think it's 15 plus 13. 15 plus 15.
it's
I
30
also think
damage.
it's that. I also think
30
it's
damage.
it's
I think
dead.
the birds are dead.
It's a big number, man.
It's
Yeah,
dead.
they just explode.
Yeah,
It
they
It just
absolutely
vaporized by the lightning.
vaporized. Yeah.
It was vaporized? It wasn't fried nicely?
It was
eating
electrically fried. The nerves are non-existent.
Roll me,
No,
roll me a D100, Baka.
give me a D100, Agent.
No,
Oh.
they're evaporating. They're gone.
What about the previous swarm? he cooked them before.
There are
True.
some
With the
birds
fried
still there,
nicely.
but that swarm is gone, and this bird is still sleeping. So my question to you all: are you guys gonna kill the sleeping bird? Because it's gonna die.
We're gonna eat it. We're gonna go cook it.
True chicken.
So the answer sounds like yes, you're going to kill the sleeping bird.
We'll capture it and put it in a bag.
All right, because you'd have plenty of time to do so, as you can capture the sleeping bird as the combat ends. And as it ends, you see the bigger birds, we'll say giant seagulls. Two of them swoop in and begin ripping off chunks of whale in their claws and flying off. As the final one, the one you spoke to previously, Baka, lands before you and drops something at your feet and says,
As thanks for upholding your end.
and then it flies off with its brethren. And at your feet, you see a clutch of, we'll say, 3 giant seagull feathers.
Ooh.
As they fly
Cool
off.
feathers. I was gonna negotiate how long we could keep the whale there for them to eat, but you know.
And the guard you've been talking to comes up and says, is the situation dealt with? Are the lot of you all right? Is it safe to send men down to remove the whale now?
I believe so. I didn't specify anything, so I think so.
Why is Baka Sanders British all of a sudden?
No, that was me wondering if it was actually okay because they never specified. It's probably okay.
They did say get rid
There
of
we
the
go.
birds.
That's my answer.
Okay.
Yep.
He looks at all of you and says, well, if you want to come up here, we have your gold ready. We'll start gathering some men. Meet me in the center. And you see him walk over here.
Can I collect as many of the bird carcasses that we killed that are still edible?
Sure. I'm gonna roll 2d6. For the
Baka would like to inform Seidel that if he finds any eggs in the birds, they're probably fine to eat.
You can pick up 8 good to eat, probably bird corpses.
Can I, including the sleeping one or plus the sleeping one?
The sleeping one, if you want to cage up, you can have caged up. So it's 8
Okay.
plus the sleeping one.
Plus 1.
Can we roll for eggs inside the birds? This is a thing, just so you know.
What? Oh.
Yeah, I'll roll a D100. We'll say one of them.
You can have one bird egg.
One seagull egg. But yes, the guard is calling you up to the center to receive payment.
Maybe a band-aid too. I'll sleep it off.
I think Baka should get some healing potions.
As you guys walk up, he looks at all of you. Truffle, do you go up as well?
Keep forgetting to move.
Unbelievable. Do you
I know,
even
okay.
D&D?
Not online or anymore.
He looks at all of you
Spacing
and
out
says,
during D&D is probably the most D&D thing I've ever.
Yeah. He says, thank you for dealing with the situation. As promised, here's your reward. And he holds out a pouch of 200 gold to whoever takes it.
Baka would totally take it.
You got 200 gold, and he says, and you're more than welcome to stay in town if you like. Enjoy the beach air and water while we remove the whale. We have plenty of stores, plenty of taverns, plenty of good living for adventurers such as yourselves.
Ooh.
I would,
Actually, does sound fun.
after the conversation, I would give 50 gold to each person and tell Ranger Truffle, here, now you have money, correct?
50 gold.
Truffle will give 31 back to Baka.
Is it 31?
You paid for my drink too.
Oh, that's right. Yep.
As you guys, the guard will look at you all and say, well, I'll be leaving you all to it then. We have work to do. And he walks off, gathering the guards as some of the citizens begin leaving. Now that the scene is cleared.
Baka would like to go shopping and see if they have healing potions.
As
I have a potion for you, Baka, but I guess you didn't need it. You proved quite smart and capable.
Baka doesn't know what to say. No one has ever called Baka smart before.
can you all roll me a perception? Baka, you'll have it at advantage. So, Taurus, you don't catch it immediately, but you do see them as they stand up. Truffle, you immediately notice. You get this chill down your spine, all of a sudden, as everyone's standing there talking about buying potions. And it's definitely not your little buddy, your little stowaway. You look around and you see on the rooftop in a chair, I'll reveal him. You see a figure clad in jet black armor. Some spikes on the pauldrons. And this figure is staring at your group.
Dwarf the dwarf.
Taurus,
Is it?
you notice them a second later as you kind of pass a look to Truffle as
Truffle's waving.
As Seidel and Baka are talking. You follow the direction that Truffle's waving, and you see the figure. And they're familiar to you. They aren't a dwarf. No. You see them staring in your direction. But they don't seem to be staring at you or Truffle. Whatever can be assumed to be eyes in the dark pits of its helmet are staring directly at Baka.
Baka is not paying attention at all.
And Truffle and Taurus, you see this figure standing there. He turns around, and almost as if only the two of you see this, no one else seems to notice, he turns around, begins walking off, and suddenly turns into a cloud of mist and disappears.
He's still after her.
And
Farmer.
as you see this figure disappear into a cloud of smoke, we're gonna end our session there.
Ooh.
God damn,
Do I not know if I get a potion?
It doesn't sound like it was given to you, but we are going to end our session there with a party in the city of Tideport, having dealt with some birds, with a mysterious, watchful figure that some of you may know. Truffle is definitely unknown to this creature. Before we hit the end screen, I want to bring up a little note. Truffle, if you'd like to plug, I don't know if our mutual friend has a plug, but Ranger Truffle's new art for his character, if you want to go away and plug and talk about it.
Oh, yes. My friend Jose is an artist part-time, and he's been doing both arts for Truffle.
And he just finished the little friend one here
That's cute.
during the break.
So we have a new Ranger Truffle art, which is very fun. And I'm excited to see more. I'm very
I love
happy
it.
that Ranger Truffle is back, blasting
Yes.
people with necrotic strikes and using a little symbiote buddy. And maybe we'll see more of what he has
It's
to
only
offer.
gonna get weirder the more I get used to playing the character.
That's what we love. I mean, when you're in a party with a chicken
a lot of
person,
people.
chicken person being hunted by a farmer. You have a one-eyed arcane beast with a brother that was a mimic. You know, things get weird.
Uncle.
Uncle. Things get weird in this party. But for now, with new art and more sessions to look forward to, let's say goodbye to the interwebs, everyone.
Bye, YouTube.
Bye bye.
Goodbye, interwebs, and we shall see you next time in session 11 of Delicious and Deadly.